So our drive home took, let's see, we left on the 14th and we arrived here on the 17th. But on the way, because we were driving, in separate vehicles, we talked some. We talked quite a bit. But also, while I was driving, I'd listen to music I am really weird. I like listening to sermons. I have like 300 sermon CDs. So I was listening to some of those. And I was listening to one about marriage. And Dave Johnson from Church of the Open Door in Maple Grove, Minnesota, he was talking about all the stuff that you bring into your marriage. And I just started laughing because I'm following Bill, who has the pickup truck full of my stuff that I'm bringing into our marriage. And I thought, this man is really incredible because not only does he accept all the stuff that I'm bringing into our marriage, he's bringing it himself. He's carrying it himself. And he's always been that way. Not just literally, but also metaphorically, in that he's just always accepted all the junk that I've brought into our marriage, and just been really wonderful in that way. So I think that's all about our trip that we need to tell, right?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah. Okay.
The dinner at First Fridays with the little girl, the waitress girl that you scared to death.
I scared her because he doesn't like people. He likes to eat his dinner and then he stops and he still has some food left and he pauses for a little while and then he finishes eating. And waitresses always try to take that away, and so he doesn't like that. And so I had written a note to her and said not to do that. And I guess it made her scared, and so she was like constantly watching. I could see her from her little station looking over and watching and wanting to come get his plate and feeling like she was being a bad waitress because she wasn't doing it. So he left her a really nice note and a really, really nice tip. And we had a really good trip home. Oh, and one of the things that was kind of cool about all that was it wasn't from the 12th to the 17th. It was the 14th through the 17th. Bill got there on the 12th and we left on the 14th. Anyway, there's like all these dates and stuff. Like he told me that he left me on June 17th, which was my anniversary from a bad marriage. And it just felt like his telling me that he loved me on that day kind of redeemed that day and made it into a really good thing. And then we left Minnesota on December 14th, which is my dad's birthday, which is not bad, but it was also the day that my divorce had been final. And so that was, I've shared in other videos about how I felt like a real failure and stuff because of that. And so that kind of redeemed that day. And then we arrived in Still Pond on December 17th, which had been Michael's and my first date. So that was always like a major date too. It was like God was just redeeming all these dates for me and turning anniversaries of negative things into anniversaries of really, really positive things. And so that was really special. Is there anything else we need to say about it?
I don't think so.
Okay. So we've got a couple more things to tell about over the next couple days.